Hello everyone, welcome to this mini series. As you can see, I have this building here and I'm going to create some apartments. For the first one, I choose the movie Pearl and I even made these shirts. Look the back, look the front. You can get them from my Roblox group. The link is going to be in the description of this video. Now I'm going to give you a tour of the apartment. And by the way, I forgot to mention that this is my first video where I'm talking because music was good, but it got boring to be honest. And I want to make this more dynamic. First, I want to say that before building this, I had a creative blog. This first apartment was supposed to be in my style, but I just didn't have the inspiration. Then I remember an image I was going to use for a poster, and it was a pearl poster. So I decided to use pearl as the theme. And in this video, I want to talk about the movie so you can connect more with me. Before diving into the movie and the build, I want to mention that English is not my first language, as you can see, and part of this channel's purpose is for me to learn more English. So if I mispronounce or say things incorrectly, it's because I'm learning or I translated something I wasn't sure how to express and the traductor didn't come out right or didn't capture what I meant. So please be patient with me. Over time, I'm going to learn more and more until I fully master the language. If you see me acting a little bit silly at the beginning, it's because when I build, I have spontaneous ideas and I bring them to life right in the moment, which makes my builds take longer and causes my videos to be longer too. Something I currently working on improving to make them shorter and more concise. I also want to mention that I made some abrupt cuts in the video, but it was all to keep it shorter. Okay, if you notice that the audio sounds a bit different, it's because when I record the first parts, I was a little sick, but I'm feeling much better now. Okay, now talking about the movie, Pearl is a horror film and sequel to X, which take place years after Pearl. To understand X better, you should watch Pearl first. And I choose this movie not just because of the poster, but also because I really like its looks. I feel it's inspired by Olfits, and I love the character of Pearl and the colors they use for her. However, I didn't enjoy the movie as much. I think X is much better, especially since it features Kid Cudi, who is one of my favorite artists. First of all, I want to say that I'm not an expert in movies. I'm very easy to entertain and I can even watch generic movies without finding them too bad. Now that this is clear, let's continue. To be honest, I had high expectations of this film because I saw it was getting a lot of hype on TikTok. Please never trust on TikTok. So I went to see the movie in the cinema and it was nothing like I expected. I was hoping for a much scary movie and I was surprised because wasn't at all what I thought, and I didn't realize Pearl will be as such a twisted character. First, if you haven't seen this movie, let me give you a quick overview. It's about Pearl, a girl living on a farm during a pandemic. She dreams of becoming a star and wants to be famous dancer or ballerina, but I think deep down she just wants to be famous. She lives with a very strict mother, a sick father, and an absent husband. Yes, he's in the war, which makes Pearl feel more and more frustrated and trapped by the boring routine of her life. And everything seems to be against her, and nothing goes her way. As a result, she goes crazy and does some really bad things. Spoiler alert, I tried to avoid the spoilers before, but now I'm going to do some of them. So, as I was saying, I went to see this movie, and at the beginning, I got pretty bored. It felt like it wasn't moving forward much, and the scenes didn't add much to the story. Also, I wouldn't recommend this movie if you're going to be near your parents, as it has some explicit scenes that can catch you off guard. However, as the movie goes on, it gets more interesting when Pearl meets the projectionist, who, by the way, is quite handsome. Just admire him. He's really gorgeous. And he offers her a chance to be a star, although not in the way she wants. But I feel like Pearl didn't care how she become famous. She just want to be famous. She just want to be a star. Please erase that from your mind, please. Then, after she meets this character, her sister-in-law arrives and told her that the church is looking for dancers. So Pearl decides to audition, but she gets rejected, which leads to the meme, "Please, I'm a star."
No, I'm a star! Please, I'm a star!
I don't know why, but that scene made me laugh so much. After that scene, she goes completely wild, having a rage fit and ending with everyone she sees. Although she had already ended with the handsome projectionist because he realized she was crazy and distanced himself from her, which made her more angry.
What did I do wrong?
Nothing. Calm down.
No! Why are you leaving me if I didn't do anything wrong? I don't understand. I thought you liked me!
I do like you. I just.
Tell me the truth! Why are you leaving me? What did you see? Why did you change?
You're scaring me,
And
Pearl.
before I forget, but she also ended up with her mother as well. But back to her going crazy after doing, her awful acts. Um, I was shocked when she gathers her family, well, in bad conditions for dinner. By the way, a moment of silence for the father. He was just a victim of his daughter's dreams, because she and with him too. Well, after she had the dinner ready, her husband arrives, who is also quite handsome. Although my view of him changed a lot in X, and then he disgusts me a lot. Finally, that's how the movie ends. By the way, I love the final scene because Pearl just ends up smiling until the credits end. To wrap up my thoughts on the movie, I want to talk about Pearl's character. Honestly, this character went from being a crazy person who does nothing to an even crazy person and more twisted person who does bad things. Honestly, aside that, I love the character. I think she completely fits in the meme. And just a girl in the world, and she just wants to reach her dream of being a star, and no one support her or took her seriously, like her mother, who I really didn't like. But although I feel she was right on some level and probably knew her daughter was mentally crazy. And I also want to mention that the actress they choose did an amazing job. She plays the character so well that it's genuinely scary. After sharing all of this and thinking more about it, at the end, the movie isn't scary while you're watching, but it becomes disturbing when you think about it more and see all the terrible things Pearl did. And if someone in real life did that, it will be very scary to me. Another thing I really liked was the movie's setting, the scenography. I love the colors and locations they show. Pearl's house was one of my main reference for how I designed the apartment. It's a wooden rustic house, so I use a lot of wood and checkered pattern that reminds me of the countryside and farms. I also like the colors they use for Pearl. The main colors that come to my mind when I think of her are red, blue, white, and yellow, so I decided to incorporate them. I wanted to capture both the character's essence and the movie's vibe, but well, I still recommend X a lot more because that one really scares me, even though it can be uncomfortable to watch in some parts. However, I find it more entertaining and easier to watch. Finally, I just want to say that I really like this apartment because it pushed me out of my comfort zone. I use colors I don't usually go for and a lot of texture wood. I think it helped me to experiment and develop my personal style. Well, I don't have much more to say, so I think I end up using music for the rest of the video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this little chat.